こんにちは、ハリケーンフットボールです。今回の教材は、クリスタルパレスの鎌田大地に関する動画です。クリスタルパレスは、ヨーロッパカンファレンスの第5節でシェルボーンと対戦し、3対0で快勝しました。鎌田大地は、アダム・ウォートンとペアで中盤で先発し、前半だけで3対0とし、前半だけで交代しました。アシストも1つ記録しましたが、そのアシストではむしろ、イエレミー・ピノがドリブルで運んで、一人でゴールしたようなものでしたので、あまりアシストっぽくはなかったですが、それ以外でも良いプレーを連発し、まさに中盤を支配していました。パレスファンのリアクション動画では、鎌田大地とアダム・ウォートンがいかに素晴らしかったかを、いつものように話しています。実際にどのように話しているのか、チェックしてみましょう。
What's going on, people? Welcome to the live match reaction. We are back to winning ways in the Conference League. 3-0 Palace win, a dominant win, and there's a lot to talk about with very good performances. As always, even if you're watching on replay, please do hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you do want to call into the show, you can do so by clicking on the link in the comment section, which will be pinned. Isn't pinned yet, in about a few minutes' time, but by then, I'll remind all of you when it is. We jumped on a bit earlier today. I mean, the game was done pretty much in the first half. Second half, there were, rotations, which was useful. But yeah, we went out there and did the job against a side that, we were expected to go and dominate. And, we started the game off fast. All three attackers contributed with being on the score sheet, kept the clean sheet. It was nice that Wharton and Kamada managed to get a rest in the second half as well. All positive, Nick, coming out of that game. I mean, nothing much more we could have done.
No, not really. You got to remember, I looked up Chadwick's, their sponsor, and it's Builders Merchants, so I'm not going to get too excited over that. It was comfortable. There was a big difference between the first and second half when you didn't have Kamada and Wharton just putting the ball anywhere they wanted to. It was a masterclass in forward play. And notwithstanding the fact that Shelbourne, although they've won their league this season, their season's just finished. They haven't really played any games, have they? So, although we saw it as a potential banana skin, I think it was just comfortable. How many attempts did we have in the end? 27, something like that? 28? If we're being picky, we should score more, really, shouldn't we? But, lots of
crazy amount of it.
Yeah, Ucha scoring. Yeah. I mean, that's the biggest positive. Yeah. He was my man of the match today.
Would be the second big point that I have. What a difference it makes when Wharton and Kamada are running the midfield. They were outside. I mean, they were just sensational.
Does that prove? Sorry to cut you off. Does that prove the point of why some Palace fans wanted those players to start, and maybe then you rotate to Hughes and Lerma? I mean, Glazer, you can't say anything bad about him, but that some people were asking for that, and in few of our European games, just start with both of them. And then rotate over when the game is done. Maybe the Larnaca game. Yeah. Even though we create chances in those games.
I mean, it's very obvious, isn't it? Like I think is it the second goal where it's the Eddie goal, right? Uche opens. Yes, it's the Eddie goal. And Kamada gets into space and he goes one touch into, and I think, is that into, I forget who makes the second pass. But it's Kamada. I know what it is. It's Kamada, Uche, and then Nketiah cleans it up. But man, he was terrific. They were both terrific. The passing and the speed at which we played was way different in the first half. And you could just see it. They are sensational together. So yeah. Does it justify it? I think it does. I mean, if they are playing Sunday, and we have them relatively rested for City, I mean, as much as we can have them rested, they won't be fully rested, but as enough legs that they can give us a good 70 minutes, we have as good a chance as we'll ever have against that side. They are terrific together, D.
Yeah, they are. They are. Some comments coming from Glasner post game. We'll go through them now. On Roman essay, he said the following. This is coming from Ed Aarons. He said that I told him after the game that this was his best performance for us, which is interesting.
I agree.
Who are you going to pick for a player of the season this year? Because
it's a long season.
A lot of them, and I know there's a lot of the season to or the player of the season so far. Other seasons it's been one or maybe two players has just stood out, but you can really see how much of a team we are, and some of our passing moves today were just sublime. Absolutely
100%. And that did come from the midfield, I thought, especially Kamada and Wharton. I thought they controlled the game. Yeah, they controlled it fantastically. But saying that, at halftime, thankfully, I did think both of those players should be subbed off for the City game, which was a positive that they only had to play 45 minutes, which, of course, Lerman Hughes did come on, and maybe we lost a bit of creativity there. But saying that, I think Hughes had a very good game. We still create chances, but, of course, Kamada and Wharton are just a level above.
次は解説です。今回は難しいボキャブラリーがなかったので、特に会話ができる人には簡単なものばかりだと思いますが、日常的に使える表現ばかりだですので、本日の解説をチェックしてみましょ
う。We started the game off fast.
スタートオフは、始めるという意味の駆動詞ですが、スタートだけの場合と比べて、始まりの様子や雰囲気に焦点を当てた表現です。例えば、うまくスタートした、静かに始まった、勢いよく出発したなど、物事の立ち上がりにどんな特徴があったかを伝える際によく使われます。また、仕事を何々として始めた、会話を雑談から始めたなどの文脈でもよく登場し、ネイティブの日常会話で非常に頻繁に使われます。プレゼンテーションや面接の冒頭など、話し出すきっかけを示す表現としても便利です。この動画ではスタートオフファーストと使われており、素早く始めた、勢いよくスタートしたという意味になります。つまり、試合の入りから良い流れを作れていたことを強調する言い回しになっています。
And we started the game off fast. We started the game off fast. The managed to get a rest in the second half as well.
Manage to do は、あることを成し遂げるのが難しかったけれど、最終的にはうまくできたという状況で使います。例えば時間がギリギリ、体力的にきつい、チャンスが少ないなどのハードルがあったことを暗示する便利な表現です。日常会話では何とかできた、何々するのが精一杯だったというニュアンスが自然に伝わります。can や be able to と違って、困難さや努力の結果を含むのがポイントです。ネイティブが頻繁に使うので、トイックやリスニングでも要チェックの表現です。
Managed to get a rest in the second half as well. Managed to get a rest in the second half as well.
Although we saw it as a potential banana skin.
バナナスキンは直訳するとバナナの皮ですが、英語では比喩表現として使われます。意味は思わぬ失敗の原因や油断して足元を救われるような状況です。主にスポーツの文脈で格下相手に負けてしまうリスクを表すときに使われますが、ビジネスや政治の場面でも失言や予期せぬ問題など、あらゆる分野での予想外のトラブルに使えます。この表現は特にイギリス英語圏でよく使われるため、イギリスのメディアやサッカー解説などを聞いているとよく出てきます。ネイティブが使う自然なフレーズとして、覚えておくと会話の理解度が上がります。
Although we saw it as a potential banana skin, although we saw it as a potential banana skin, if we're being picky, we should score more, really, shouldn't we?
ピッキーは日常英会話でよく使われるカジュアルな表現で、細かいことにうるさいや、より好みするという意味があります。例えば、食べ物に対して、I'm picky about food といえば、私は食べ物にうるさいという意味になります。恋愛、仕事、服の好みなど、自分の基準にこだわりがある人にも使えますが、やや否定的なトーンで使われることが多いです。類義語には、フシーやパティキュラーがありますが、ピッキーはよりカジュアルな印象です。ネイティブが会話の中でよく使う単語なので、意味と使い方をセットで覚えるのがおすすめです。
If we're being picky, we should score more, really, shouldn't we? If we're being picky, we should score more, really, shouldn't we? And some of our passing moves today were just sublime.
サブライムは、感動するほど素晴らしいものや体験を形容する際に使われる表現で、崇高なやこの上なく美しいという意味を持ちます。特に音楽、芸術、自然の風景、スポーツのパフォーマンスなど、人の心を打つほど感動的なものを表現する際に、 ネイティブが好んで使う言葉です。似た意味の単語には、エクセルネントやブリエントもありますが、サブライムはそれらより感情的、詩的なニュアンスがあります。日常英会話というよりは、少しフォーマル、または印象的に伝えたい場面で使われることです。ネイティブの会話やナレーション、映画のセリフでも時々耳にします。
And some of our past moves today were just sublime. And some of our past moves today were just sublime.
いかがでしたか？相手が弱すぎたとも言われてもおかしくないほど、圧倒的に勝利したクリスタルパレスの中で、やはり鎌田大地とアダム・ウォートンが中盤を支配していたと大満足のパレスファンでした。特に流れるようなパス回しやチャンスメイクは数えきれないほどで、何度もゴールに迫り、チャンスを生み出し、28本のシュートとしても明確に現れていたような試合でした。前半で早々に試合を決め、週末のマンチェスターシティ戦に向け、休養ができたことが最も大きな収穫だったかもしれませんが、マテタやムニョスの離脱がありながらも、できる限りの良い状態で、マンチェスターシティ戦に迎えるのが想像できます。こういう試合にこそ、活躍する意味が大きいものだと思いますので、2試合連発した田中碧に、鎌田大地が触発されることはあまり想像できませんが、シティ戦では、そろそろプレミアリーグ初ゴールが生まれることも、個人的にはかなり期待しながら楽しみたいと思います。本日もご視聴いただきありがとうございました。またすぐにお会いしましょう。